coming to the white flag. One more lap to go. Casey Kane.
White flag.
Got 2 car lengths to make up. Then got to try and find a way around Jimmie Johnson.
He's coming hard right here. Got a big run down the back straightaway.
Remember Carl Edwards' final corner try that Johnson held off a few years ago. Coming to the checkered flag. No such run for Casey Kane this time. Jimmie Johnson goes to the top of the stack at Kansas, scores his 2nd win of the season. While they scramble to the checkered flag behind him. Wow. Goodness. What a
good job, buddy. Good job. That's 199.
Long before Kyle Busch's 200 win tally was even on the radar, it was Hendrick Motorsports staring 200 in the eye. In the 30th race of the 2011 campaign, Jimmie Johnson scored the 199th Cup win for HMS. At the same time, driver David Rudiman went on to finish 35th. Little did these drivers know that they would be intertwined in one of the most chaotic finishes of all time. But back in 2011, neither driver would win another race for the remainder of the season after Johnson's win. Going into 2012, there were really 2 main storylines heading into the year. Hendrick going for the 200th win still with its drivers Jimmie Johnson, Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and newcomer Casey Kane, and the other storyline being that the IndyCar superstar driver Danica Patrick would split time with Rudiman. Both Patrick and Rudiman ran mediocre at best for the first 5 races, while Hendrick came closest to a win, both with Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the Daytona 500 finishing 2nd, and Jimmie Johnson coming up just short in 2nd at Las Vegas behind smoke. So heading into Martinsville, HMS was still looking at its next historic win. Its 3 staple drivers of Gordon, Johnson, and Earnhardt were the 3 favorites, and for good reason, as they crowded the podium for the majority of the day. With the laps closing down, the race was between Gordon and Johnson.
And a huge traffic jam ahead of them right there.
All right, now you see Jeff Gordon. What he's trying to do now, he's going to get that run off on the high side and then dive down right here.
Rudiman has 2 flats. He may not make it to the pits. They are side by side for the lead.
This is where Gordon will pack it down into turn 3 right there. I think he'll get him right here.
Starter has the caution in hand. No, that's the passing flag. Rudiman has stopped and we're under yellow.
Now the drivers that were close on fuel, this is not what you wanted to see right here. I have no idea why David Rudiman did not go to the pits a while ago. I mean, no sense in that.
He drove right by the pit entrance over there and kept going.
Jimmie Johnson is now being advised to save fuel.
Due to the varying pit strategies, from the 10 staying on track, one of the wildest restarts in modern NASCAR history ensued.
Jeff Gordon, Jimmie Johnson at the front, Clint Boyer and Brad Keselowski trying to steal one here. Green flag.
Look at Ryan Newman. He gave Boyer a shot getting out of the turn. There goes Newman. Newman's going to take the lead.
That's exactly what I knew would happen.
That was not pretty.
Hendrick would not get win number 200. Instead, the win went to Ryan Newman. As for the Parker, David Rudiman's last moment in the spotlight of the sport would be one of shame. His most remembered moment of his career, in hindsight, would be ruining Hendrick's dream 200th win. But the topsy-turvy finish not only affected this one race, but also the entire season. Had Gordon won the race, he more than likely would have had a much easier path into the 2012 chase. But more importantly, if the crazy wreck involving Jeff Gordon and Clint Boyer doesn't happen, then it may have not started the chain of events leading to this.
Jeff Gordon was shown the black flag. He's turning Clint Boyer into the wall, collecting Joey Logano.
The entire 2012 championship picture could have been painted differently if this doesn't occur. As for Tommy Baldwin Racing, the owner of the 10 car that Rudiman was driving, they would race through the 2017 Cup season. They garnered 2 top 5s and 4 top 10s and 403 starts over 9 seasons. David Rudiman would race until 2014, when he retired from NASCAR competition altogether. And Hendrick's 200th win would come about a month and a half later from the Martinsville race with Jimmie Johnson at Darlington.
Flag, 1 to go.
He's got enough gas to make it.
Oh, yeah, we're in good shape on gas. He'll make it around, but will he get there first?
Oh, yeah, he's got a nice, he's got a comfortable lead. He's in good shape.
Jimmie Johnson sails off into turn 3. Hamlin is going to have to deal with Stewart for second. Hendrick Motorsports 200 Sprint Cup victory belongs to Jimmie Johnson in the Southern 500.
This started off a run of HMS winning 4 of the 5 races from mid-May to mid-June. Johnson's win was followed by Kasey Kahne at Charlotte.
Double Cup champion Ned Jarrett and the '89 champion Rusty Wallace each won their 300th start. That's the number Kasey Kahne is on tonight.
Pretty nice celebration.
Around the turn to the front straightaway, the 13th career win for Kasey Kahne is the Coca-Cola 600.
Johnson again won at Dover.
Nobody ahead, and Kevin Harvick now 2 seconds behind. Then Kenseth, Earnhardt, and Boyer. 3 Chevys, a Ford, and a Toyota in the top 5. Winner at Darlington, 8th on the all-time win list, 7th Dover win, tying Richard Petty and Bobby Allison for the most here. Jimmie Johnson wins the FedEx 400, benefiting Autism Speaks, his 57th career win.
Wonderful, wonderful job.
And the great run was capped off by Dale Earnhardt Jr. breaking a 4-year winless streak at Michigan.
Junior down the back straightaway and into turn 3 for the final time. There is going to be a party in Junior Nation tonight.
Hell yeah.
The streak is over. Dale Earnhardt Jr. back to victory lane in Michigan.
So I guess in the long run, it's hard to say what would have changed, but it's still fun to think about, right?